What's up, everyone? So winter's coming up, obviously. It's right after Thanksgiving. This is kind of when I officially turn the page over to snow season. We've been doing a lot of kind of behind the scenes stuff that I haven't shown yet on the channel. It's been kind of all pool season based. But at this point, pool season, we did our last pool closing last week, and we got a couple odds and end jobs to do, but that season's pretty much done. It's getting way too cold for it. It's been, 20 degrees every morning, and then, high of 40. So pool season's over in my book. So that means we're going to be turning our page over to snow stuff. So kind of this video is going to be kind of preseason prep, kind of a little behind the scenes, kind of what the plans are for the future and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, we're not there yet. We still got a couple weeks till it will snow. We usually don't get any snow till the earliest, around Christmas time around here, but we might get some ice, at any point. It's getting cold enough where if it rains, it could freeze up. So definitely potential of winter weather is there at this point. So this year, basically the plans, if all goes to plan, I guess, we're still kind of figuring things out, because obviously, and I'm sure everybody deals with this that does snow, you get a lot of last minute people, which is always to me a red flag, unless they have a good story, I guess. Like last week, in the last basically week and a half, I've had about 5 or 6 places reach out to us about snow plowing. A bunch of them were red flags in my book, why they, reaching out so late. One of the guys basically got screwed by his current contractor, and I did a little research on it, and he wasn't lying, so that one made a little more sense. But there's been a couple that reached out that it's just kind of like, make you think, why are you reaching out now? What's the reasoning for it? Did you screw your last contractor? Do you expect low prices? What is it? So but they're right now on the table. We have pretty much all of our customers from last year. So for those who've been following the channel, obviously kind of what we've been doing. We're a smaller company. We run 2 or 3 trucks, skid steer. That's really about it. Really small operation. Years past, we've done a ton of residential customers, and every year I've kind of cut that back. So we went from, at our max 2 or 3 years ago, having almost 65 residentials. This year we're down to about 10. They're literally all on the same street. They're all within a mile of each other. So I've cut that down to basically my original ones and everybody that's real close to each other. And driveways we obviously don't mind plowing. A couple of them are pool customers too, which helps. So residentials, we're only going to be doing about 10, and eventually I think we were going to phase it all out 100% this year, but for now we're just going to keep it to 10. They're right next to one of our commercial properties, so one truck can handle that whole area. We have basically all of our commercial customers last year, but one of them screwed us over, and we're still chasing money. Haven't paid us for March, and we did one salt early April. So we're not going to be doing business with them obviously this year. We had some issues the year before where, same thing, they didn't pay us for the last month, and we randomly got a check in like July for it. So I don't want to deal with that. Their parking lot honestly kind of sucked. I'm not going to say who it is. You might be able, if you go back through our videos, you might be able to figure out which one it is. You'll probably obviously see this year that we're not doing that one, but horrible parking lot to do. There was manhole covers everywhere. There was always, cars coming in and out. I'm not going to miss it. So, but we have all of our other customers back from last year. We actually picked up 2 last week. This is the one I was just telling you guys about. They're right next to one of our other office buildings we did. And we actually used to do one of the buildings. The guy sold it essentially. So he owned 2 buildings next to each other. He sold one of them to the apartments next door to it. And that guy's landscape company that did it, I guess, is not doing snow, and they just decided like last week that they weren't going to be doing snow. So I did a little research into us, and he's not lying about it. He was kind of desperate. So where it's literally right next to the properties we already do, and they're literally touching each other, there's no reason why we couldn't help out. And they are very, very, very small parking lots, very small. They are a little tight. The only thing I don't like about it is they are apartments, so the cars are going to have to get moved after the storms, and one of them, there's barely anywhere to put snow. But it's definitely manageable. We can do it. They're very small parking lots. Like our shop's actually probably bigger than half of them. So we got some pretty good money on it, and it's probably going to be one of those almost guaranteed snow removal sites where we get a lot of snow because there's nowhere to put it. So that also might work in our benefit. But I figured they're small storms. We can in and out in probably 10-15 minutes, make some good money. Big storms, if we have to, we'll get some snow removal out of it. So it should be a good customer, and they're right next to, there'll be 3 parking lots basically in a row touching each other. The good thing too is like our whole customer base are within a mile of each other, which is very hard to do to get something that tight, but like all of our commercial customers are literally within a mile of each other in the same town. And then our driveways, like I said, are all basically same thing, within 1 mile on the same street. So that's kind of the game plan. We do have the opportunity, and I'm toying with what to do with this, is I do have the opportunity to pick up a pretty decent sized parking lot across the street from where that skid steer works. It's a pretty big sized parking lot. It's like 85,000 square feet. So it would actually be one of the bigger parking lots we do. But it's legitimately straight across the street from the apartment complex that we do with the skid steer, to the point we could just literally drive this right across the street. It's you couldn't ask for a better location. They reached out to me last week, kind of same situation. It is a property management company, which I'm a little wary about, but I actually reached out for some more information. The owner reached out to me, and I did some research on some Facebook groups. So I put a post asking if anybody's worked for these people, and everybody said good things. So haven't taken on yet, haven't committed to it, still thinking about it, but it might be something we end up doing, because it actually does make sense where we have the machine there. It's right across the street. If I have an operator in this thing, there's no reason why they can't do both parking lots. If I do take that on, though, we do have to upgrade the plow. That pusher's got to go, which I am leaning towards getting rid of that no matter what. I just don't know what I want to get yet. I don't like spending a ton of money on snow stuff, I'll be honest. You know, I like keeping it small. Snow is just kind of to pay our bills over the winter to get by. So for me, spending, you know, a lot of money to upgrade snow equipment doesn't make sense, especially if we're not getting a lot of snow. Even last year, we got 10 inches of snow. We still made decent profit. But if I went and started upgrading plows and stuff like that, we would have made no money. The whole season would have been just paying the plows off, you know. And then obviously our winter expenses, you know, insurance payments, taxes, supplies, all that good stuff. So even though we're not working over the winter, there's still plenty of expenses just to keep the business afloat, you know. So but I am toying with taking that on. If we do that, and I think either way, I'm upgrading that pusher. I've had plenty of people make fun of that thing, and I agree, it is a lot smaller than what we needed. It was the cheapest one I could find at the time, and it made sense, and it made us money. Trust me, that little pusher's made us probably $30,000-$40,000, so can't complain about it. You know, I bought it for like $2,500. But I am thinking of getting something bigger, 10-foot, either a push box, like I'm thinking of like a Boss, one of the Boss pushers that have the trip edge on it. Or what I really want, which I don't think is in the budget, but I don't know, we gotta really sit and think about it, is I do want like either like a cage type system, or the Snow Wolf makes one, where you could take the, you know, the containment box off the plow, have a power angle plow. I have seen a couple. Cage is a little more expensive, but I've seen a couple of Snow Wolf versions on like Facebook Marketplace and stuff that people are getting rid of, that are older but work for decent prices. So toying with that idea. Either way, we're probably gonna upgrade that at some point. I'm not rushing to do it. Obviously, we got that thing at work last year. Because the thing is, last year we had literally 2 snowstorms that we actually plowed. Both were under 2 inches of snow, and we barely even needed this thing. I think we only took it out one time just to make sure it still worked. So, like I said, we're still trying to figure it out. But as far as prep here at the shop, we've got some work going on a dump truck today. This truck's going to be getting the spreader put in probably early next week. Just in case we get any ice events, it'll be ready to go. We always do this truck first. This truck will stay ready for the whole winter, as you guys probably have seen in other videos last year. Usually a week after Thanksgiving every year, spreader gets put in. We usually don't put the plow on, but this truck will be ready to go just in case we need it. Toying with the idea of not using the blue truck this year and just keeping it as a backup, kind of like we did last year. Obviously we got the truck. It's an older truck. It's 2016, got about 130,000 miles on it now. I do a lot of trips up to Maine and stuff, so that's where the mileage comes in. But ideally, if I can park this and just use it as a backup, or if we have big storms, put someone in it and just use these two, that's kind of what I want to do, what we did last year. Obviously this truck will get the spreader, so we'll have 2 trucks with spreaders and plows, and then a backup truck there. And then, you know, the other option is we have that truck as like a shoveling truck, you know, the snow blowers, all that stuff can go in there. But like I said, we're still trying to figure that all out. What we have right now for customers, we could do with 2 trucks with maybe 1 shoveler in each. And honestly, you know, we might not even need shovelers. We could probably do a lot of our stuff with like 2 people. And then we'll have an operator, obviously, for the skid steer. So still trying to figure that out. You know, I don't want to, everybody's probably been dealing with it, trying to find help and keeping help. It's just, it's impossible. So my whole mindset lately has just been, you know, we got a good crew now. Just we'll do it with what we got, you know, instead of trying to find people, hire people, get screwed by people not showing up. Just work with what we got, and you know, obviously pay them well, take care of them, and that's, you know, that's how we're gonna do it. So, but there's gonna be a lot going on next couple, you know, basically next week is my goal to get all the snow stuff 100% done. We already did the spreaders there, over there, but we took them out 2 weeks ago, got them running, got them all greased up and ready to go. We'll do that obviously one more time. Plows need to come out. I do actually wanna, I bought them, I don't know what plow they're gonna go on, but they make the little wing kits that you can put on, the plow extended wing kits. I don't know what plow I'm going to put it on yet, or what truck, but I do want to try them out, because obviously these are straight blade plows. I toyed with the idea of upgrading at least one of them this year. My thing is I'd rather upgrade the skid steer plow, because it has the bigger parking lots. So I think this year my plan is to upgrade this guy's plow, and then maybe next year upgrade, you know, one or two of those. Depends on how much snow we get this winter too, you know. I was fully intended on getting like one or two, either a V plow or something. I think right now we're just gonna work with what we got, put the plow, the wing extenders on, see how those work, because those plows work fine, you know. I know they're straight blades, we get a lot of crap for them, but they work fine. I think the skid steer plow is gonna be what's gonna be upgraded. And eventually too, I mean, it's not in the budget right now, but I do want to maybe upgrade this machine to a track machine at some point within the next, you know, year or two. We're starting to take on more pool work that we need, you know, a track machine. That's kind of why we got a tired machine, because this is mostly a snow machine. So that Bobcat 2 back there, I think, I don't know, we'll see. I'm really torn that. So obviously we sell that. That's gonna, there's my plow upgrades right there. So obviously I don't want to dump all of our money into snow equipment. You know, we got stuff on the pool side that we want to upgrade, and, you know, stuff like that. That's where we make all our money. But if we do sell that, you know, a lot of those a lot of the money from that, I'll obviously sell the pusher, will go into upgrading probably some of the snow stuff. Like I said, that's a whole nother chat for another day. I don't want to spend a ton of money on snow upgrades just yet, you know, unless we get a decent winter. We'll put some money aside this winter for next winter to upgrade stuff, but I think one piece at a time makes sense at this point. We'll do the skid steer first, and then work on the truck plows. The truck plows, I've had straight blades my entire career. They don't owe me a dime, they make plenty of money. These plows, these three plows have probably made a couple $100,000 over their lifetime, so there's nothing wrong with them. They've been paid off for 7-8 years now, so I don't want to go and buy a, you know, $11,000, you know, whatever they are now, V plow, and spend, you know, the first month of the season just plowing to pay that thing off, you know. But that's another video for another day. But kind of a little update of what is about to happen in the next couple weeks. Gonna start transitioning over the snow. The parking lots are staked off, so they're ready to go. We just got like little things to do at this point, you know, little things on the trucks, getting wiring figured out, make sure the lights work, our spotlights for backing up, strobe lights work, get the spreaders in, get the plows figured out, make sure they work, change the fluids on them. There's a lot to do, so I have a pretty big to-do list we'll chip away at. Good thing is, you know, we still have some time, but we're gonna start chipping away at that stuff. And you'll see, like I said, this truck will get a spreader in next week. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update video of what's up to come for snow season. And hopefully we have a good year this year. We had no snow last year, so very boring winter, but we'll see what happens. You can't predict that stuff. You can only hope for it, and if it don't come, it don't come, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, we'll get something, whether it's a couple inches here or there, or big storm and nothing else. We'll get something. We can do every single year. Last year, my entire career was the worst year we've ever had, with like less than 10 inches of snow. We still got enough to get by and make some money, so it can't be any worse than last year. But anyways, I'm gonna go. I got some stuff I gotta get done here. Getting a little cold and starting to get dark. It gets dark at 4 o'clock now, so gotta take advantage of the daylight. But just stay tuned. There'll be a lot more videos coming out, getting ready for snow, when the snow comes, all that kind of stuff. So gonna do my best to keep these videos rolling. Now that pool season's over, I have time to actually work and edit videos and make videos. And if there's anything you guys want to see or have questions, put it in the comments. You know, if it's specific videos on the trucks, or, you know, plows, or business advice, whatever. I don't, you know, we'll see what we can do to get some videos out for you guys. But there'll be definitely a lot more videos coming down the road. So, but appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.